What's up? I am Eagle Gardens, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle. Episode 212.5, The Rabbit Hole. How you guys doing? How'd you guys enjoy tonight's show with Noah? Noah the Grower. Man, what a great dude. Jack said he'd be a great interview and totally did not disappoint. Knowledgeable guy, very talented grower. What's up, Tim? Me all flower. Voodoo Altars, how you doing? I guess I can change the view back. Change the view back. What's up, Smiley? Man, it's not too often me and you get to chat anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's usually jumped in. It's cool, though. I don't know. Like you say, everybody gets to hear from us all the fucking time, so.
True that.
Yeah.
How's your day?
I'm tired, man. I was moving fucking big ass heavy pots. It's a good day, though. I mean, it's all right. It's just time consuming. I got this the new HLG. I guess it ain't so new, but whatever. The 600 B spec. Um, I got two of those in veg, and I will say, man, they fucking crank, dude. The plants they really gave that bad reaction, so I knew I had them pretty powered up. But then they fucking fuzzed right up, man. I couldn't believe how dense just the internodal spacing, just the amount of branching, and like I don't know, like you were talking with Noah, man. I was listening the whole time. I was just there doing my thing, but they fucking like you trim them so often and they're the same cuts and you're running them through and you see them and you see them and you see them, you know what I mean? And it's like you do this so often, and now they're under this new light, man. I was kind of blown away how fucking different the morphology or the structure of the plant was underneath that from what it was from. But I had these replaced the 1,000 watt metal halide, the real expensive blue Portalux, the one that's supposed to match sunlight or whatever, you know what I mean? Like they were badass bulbs that were in there, and they grew like a motherfucker under them. I don't know. I hemmed and hawed on it the whole time because I'm like, I don't know, man. I just don't fucking know how they're gonna do. You know, compared, I was happy with the way they were doing, but I will say
LEDs kick ass, veg, man. They do. Even the blurples I found way back when at World's Last Hope was talking about it, but he was dead on there. You throw that purple spectrum in there, and it does. I don't know if I'd want to flower under some of the older lights, but man, they do actually put out some beautiful veg plants. Like you're saying, them stretchy strains where they're a little further in between. You throw them under LED, some of them blurple lights, and man, you can tighten that thing right back up. You know.
Yeah, it actually was almost a kind of a problem almost. Like I was like, fuck, man, I should have got in here sooner and started cleaning up. Because just like even like like the main stems there, and then you'll have your internodal spacing is like your branch spacing on that, but then the amount of branching that was on the secondary branches was like fucking holy shit, like they were just it was like popping branches every fucking place. It's like what the hell, man? It's crazy. Like the little sprouty starts that kind of are like shooting out of the side branches and shit. I was picking them off everywhere. Like fuck, man, things are all over the place.
So you think it's going to change your growth style a little bit? The structure of the plants may change your growth style a little bit.
No, I don't think so. I think I can still get a good table out of it. Actually, it'll help me a lot because, like you say, there's probably 4 of them in the lineup that are stretchier than the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? So if I have, was it 9 of them? Like, you know what I mean? Like 4 of them. Those are the ones that stretch up higher. So I don't scrog them until I flip flower, and then if they get too tall, then I'm like cracking them and snapping them, and you know what I mean. I got to get some ninja techniques in there to fucking get them to lay under that scrog the way they need to be. So, what up, Green 13? How you doing, bro?
What's up, brother?
Morning, man.
You just had Noah on, huh?
Yeah.
I put it on. I was like, oh shit, Noah the Grower. That guy's on top of shit. And hope to see you again soon. Come to the rabbit hole later, guys. That was the end of it. So I was like, right. I guess I'll watch that later.
Yeah, he walked it down to pretty damn close.
Yeah, I fucking was up in the night, fucking about with the dog, and like, I found that you know when you harvest and you find that shit on the top of the pot, like a bit of laugh or whatever. I just always chuck it on top of a speaker in my room. I happened to gaze at it last night, and I was like, "You're getting smoked." It did not look like good weed. It was the best weed I ever smoked. It was fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable flavor. My face was all sweaty. I was like, hell yeah, this is going to be good.
Something like a pleasant surprise.
Can't even remember. Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. Can't even remember why we were talking about it. But yeah, I was up in the night. That's why I missed the beginning of the show.
How's the puppy doing?
Amazing. I mean, amazing. She goes back door when she wants to have a shit. Like at 8 weeks. What the hell?
She's already potty trained? That's nice.
A few accidents with weeing, but all she's actually doing is dropping a drop and then going and letting you know, take me out. So it's not bad. She woke up at 4:30 and was cryy. I turned to my wife. I said, baby, she just fucking ignored me. So I stuck my pillow over my head and woke up at 6:30. So I guess she went back to sleep. But you guys know better than me. It's that first week, right? She's got to stay in her crate. We ain't going down there.
Yeah, that's tough. That is a tough time.
I think probably easier if you've got other dogs, because then they look after that dog.
Yeah, dude, I will say though, like I've never been really around kennel trained dogs until we went to Alaska, and my girlfriend's parents breed dogs. So like, you know what I mean? They have a number of dogs and they got them all kennel trained, and it fucking blew my mind, dude. That was like their little spot, man. Like half the time there was one of the dogs was kind of like not fully puppy. She was probably 6 months old, whatever. But like she'd get tired and you wouldn't find her around, and I'd go look for her and she'd fucking be in her, she was like sitting in her kennel, like with the door open or whatever. That's just where she went to sleep. That was her bed. That was her fucking spot, you know? They didn't give a shit. Yeah, just like that. Yep. That's her spot. Once you train them to that, that's their fucking little dugout in the place, man.
Dude, there's a cloning mat under there. It's the only useful thing for a cloning mat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so when we go see the breeder, he has a load of Braccos like her, like he uses them for hunting, but he also has this black lab that's obviously his pet, and he's just like, bips, bed, and the thing just runs over and gets in its cage. It then wants to come and play with you, so it whines like fuck, but it won't get out of its cage once he said get in there. That's dirty, man. Is that a cigarette?
Yeah.
That's dirty, man. You should... Nasty.
Uh-oh. Now we're getting in trouble. Is that coffee? That's dirty.
Coffee's good.
No.
Dirty, man. Nasty stuff, bro.
I started drinking a shitload of coffee when I gave up caffeine, my friend. Oh my God.
That was perfect timing, though. That's funny as shit.
They do have a thing, don't they? Caffeine and nicotine. Yeah, they share. There's the plant varieties meet somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
They definitely go hand in hand.
Yeah. Did you used to smoke, Eagle? Cigarettes?
Oh yeah. Once upon a time, I was more of a chew. I chewed more than I smoked.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
tend to just smoke when I was drinking. Definitely, if I was more likely, if you see me smoking, it was time to send me home. Time to send me home.
I'll tell you what, I gave up alcohol at a similar time, but one thing that I do know for sure, I was still drinking for work at the time. That sounds like a funny thing to say, but it was the truth. When you stop smoking cigarettes, your hangover almost goes away. Like you go out drinking and smoke and drink 10 or 12 pints, but you smoke a deck of cigarettes, you're going to get a fucking firing hangover. If you don't smoke the cigarettes, it's way different. But I don't drink now, so.
Yeah. I don't drink often, though. I have a couple beers when I get home, hang out, smoke a joint, a bunch of cigarettes.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's actually look, that's my whole growing up, mate. You're describing something that's very easy to think about. But oh my God. Oh yeah, Fumy's thing. Buds and brews. That always makes me want a beer. I'm like, oh, I could have a proper beer.
It's true.
But it's because I want to be poncy, not because I want to drink a beer.
You're gonna get the weird cups and shit. Make sure you have the right cup for the kind of.
Well, we have a brewery here in this town, like a what do you guys call it? Like an artisan brewery. It's cool as shit. I need to go see them and get some spent grains because I heard you talking about that. Was it you?
Yeah, don't go right to your worm bin with them though. I'll tell you that.
Oh no.
No, I would do something with them compost wise, or because they're gonna be hot, dude. They're fucking hot.
Yeah. Oh, do you mean hot in temperature?
No, like hot when you
nutritionally hot.
You just go straight to the worm bin with those, and they're in a clumpy pile. They're gonna compost, so they'll heat up just like a thermal compost.
Yeah.
Would.
Yeah.
But fucking, it kills all the worms. And it fucking makes a nice bloom of fungus gnats. So it's not.
That's cool, man. That can go in with the bokoshi in the heap because that heap is turning into like a worm bin outdoors. When I dig through it, it is just teeming with red wrigglers and other. You know, it looked better than my worm bin. Although it's about to get cold in it. For all of that, actually, you brought a worm bin indoors. No, you got it in yours is in your bedroom, innit, dude? Fucking hell.
You can't compost everything. You can't compost everything.
You done with these sheets, babe? I'm just going to chuck them in the worm bin.
Yeah. What is the lowest that they can go? What is the lowest you can keep environment for a worm bin? You know?
Yeah, I think it's going to be, they go sleep about 3 degrees C, so that's just before freezing, basically. But
so long as you kept them from freezing?
I mean, they won't die even. They'll sort of go right in the middle and just stay still. But I'm definitely going to move it into an outbuilding. I used to bring them indoors, but you just end up with all your indoor plants having fungus gnats or sort of fruit flies or something. Got a dog now as well.
So I'm going to respond to Chad DOP. My worm bins are in the house, and and in the bedroom, I guess under a table. I just slide a smart pot under a table. But what was the other one? The nutrients in spent grains. I don't know. That caught me off guard too, but they fucking heated up. That was for sure. So.
I think there's nutrition in everything, but more than anything, it's the heat you're talking about. It's about it that there's energy in there, so it's going to create heat when it's.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like alcohol, but I would imagine the alcohol forming yeast are still kind of doing their fucking thing. I don't know that much about brewing. I guess maybe that'd be like a genetic memory farm question. Maybe I don't know, but I would imagine
I've been on enough brewing tours.
Yeah, I would imagine they take the mash out or whatever, and that kind of ends the mycology or the biology happening in the liquid portion, but in the spent grain portion, I would imagine the yeast and whatever that was in there is still fucking.
That's sitting in a huge pile that's come out of a tank, right? That's going to be hot to start with, and then all that energy with all the enzymatic activity from all that grain, man, you're right. That's going to be crazy hot, like actually physically hot, and also. Well, it might just be.
I got sat for a little while, but then it was through a chain of people, and then it got wet with like rainwater. So when I got it, it was in one of these like farm bags. They're not burlap, but they're whatever. But it was in a farm bag, so it wasn't sealed. Was the point? So you pick it up, and it was like dripping water. So like my brother drops it off, and it sat in my garage, and then I went to go move it, and it was like all fucking water underneath it. It was dripping, and I'm like, oh shit, So then I went and fucking dumped it in my worm tray, not even thinking, and then it fucking I went and checked on it like later, and it was fucking hot, and then I was like, oh shit. So I tried to like scoop some of it out of there and mix in some like rocks and whatever, trying to change what was happening, and it didn't work out so well. So.
And what did they do? Dive for the bottom, maybe?
Yeah. There were a few in there still, but it was definitely not the quality that it was. So I had to get some new worms, and lesson learned. I guess I can pass it along. Like, that's about it. That's the only thing I've ever had that I've put in there that fucking did that. But it was a lot too. It was probably more than I should have put in there too.
Yeah, you were all coot. Grains.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He tells this story about some dude bringing pounds and pounds of barley and putting it under plants and shit. Apparently, there's no ceiling on that.
I don't know, man. I do think there's a ceiling on it, though.
On everything.
Yeah, because it's all in balance, right? It's like, I don't know. I just think, you can give a merry-go-round a spin, right? But if you just fucking keep spinning that bitch, man, some shit's gonna fly off there. I don't know.
I think Cornell found out that you can use up to 40% worm castings, and after that, that's just as much biology as it can take. After that, you might as well not bother because it can't take.
Well, you can use pure worm castings, but you got
vermicompost, I should say.
Yeah, the cost and then the aeration portion of it will get you too. So,
but what I mean is the plant can't use all that nutrition and all that biology. There's just too much there. You might as well water it down, is what they were saying, I think.
Well, yeah, for the cost effectiveness of it, like that too. So, yeah, because you could grow in straight rabbit manure, like what Indra was saying he was doing. He was getting it for free, but I mean, if you were trying to buy stuff in, then it's like, so it all depends what you can source. I gotta be cool and get a soil sponsorship, like some cool guys I know.
What did you say?
There's not one out there.
What's that, Eagle?
I said I can't believe there's not one out there that hasn't knocked on your door yet.
Yeah, where is your soil sponsor? Come on, build a soil.
Right? It could have helped me earlier when I was buying a bunch of shit from him. Maybe I don't know.
Talking of it,
I love Jeremy, man. He's a great guy, man. I love Build a Soil. I'm so happy that he did that, and they're available, and I can get shit from him. Sometimes it's like, man, I don't know. The knowledge he spreads and all that's pretty valuable, and he definitely runs a fair business for what he's doing. So I like that a lot too.
yeah.
Because he's not.
Yeah,
just
we've got a
shit
couple of them opening up here.
Yeah, he's not pushing the shit that's got the biggest profit margin for him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's pushing the shit he knows is going to work the best. And he spends a lot of time thinking about it, so researching it, looking into it.
People like me 2 years ago will buy the other stuff as well. Oh, I'll get some aloe. Oh, I'll get some coconut water. Oh, I'll get, the pimp stuff. Other, people will do that, I'm sure.
Yeah. And that'd be great for anybody, honestly, man. That shit, like, I don't care what you're doing. You could foliar with some coconut water and your fucking plants will be holding like a son bitch the next day. Or some aloe, give them some aloe. If they got heat stressed or something, foliar some aloe powder, dude. They'll fucking love you. It's crazy how well that shit works.
Yeah. That's I'm bored. You guys are getting some aloe because I love you. It's like just a rotation of plant health things, and really when you've got good soil, all it is a rotation of plant health things. I'm going to give you a worm tea because I want to see you pray so hard today, or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know who's jumping on.
Twisted, I believe.
What's happening?
What up, Twisted?
My wife thinks Twisted's called Galaxy S10 Plus. She was like, "That's a funny fucking name."
Hell yeah. I'm fun watching over here.
We don't want to see you washing your butt.
It's almost 4:20.
What are you doing? Washing your balls?
It's almost.
Butt washing.
Is that how you hang dry, Twisted? That's a pretty cool idea, I guess.
Yeah, that's how I hate. Here, I'll show you. I'll give you a little tour of this stuff.
How do you get air movement through the tube, though?
Well, a fan, of course. Hold on a second.
Call him Galaxy, man. Call him Galaxy. We're moving away from Twisted.
I'm so bothered by that.
All right, so it's real airy.
Pack them real tight. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I'm packing them real
And the
tight.
thing is, loads of air, man. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, here, check this shit out. This is how I normally hang them, but I ran out of space.
Yeah, man.
Big curtains.
That's always a good problem when you run out of space, ain't it?
I know. So I have this. This is my overflow rack of like the little crap, and I store it up here, and then it becomes smoke session weed.
Hell yeah. So they're all washed already and hung?
Yeah, washed and hung. Now they're just waiting to be dry. They're almost done. The top dries faster than the bottom. It's just rock hard, bro. Because of course heat rises. This is in my house still. I haven't moved out to the shed yet. I put the bulk out there. But yeah, these are pretty cool. You just take your cage and you put it in a loop, or you pull it off your plans. You can see the ones that was in the ground. I just flip it upside down and hang my thing. You can wash it off if you'd like to first, or use brand new cage. That's always ideal. Use brand new caging. But yeah, it works great, man. Hanging on there in the air. I only got one fan in here right now because I got my windows that are open. It constantly blows the air in and shit like that. That's how I'm keeping them cool. And I just have this fan to circulate. But it's working pretty good. I think we're on like day 5 of drying over there. Day 4 or day 5 of drying over there. Something like that. They're doing pretty good. Normally it dries 3 days in here. This shit will be dry. And I'm like, that's too fast. I got to slow it down. So I'm testing to see if this will work, but if not, I'm going to put this big black piece of plastic here and then close the room off. But I think so far it's doing pretty good.
You guys notice a faster drying time? I know that sounds stupid, but do you notice a faster drying time when you wash your butts?
Yes, absolutely. At least one day. Yeah, it's gotten a
Faster.
stringent. It's
Did you,
gotten a
Yeah.
stringent effect to it where it sucks the moisture out. Yep.
Where did you hear
Yeah.
that? Where did you hear about that then, Eagle? You tried this before?
No, it works. I do it all the time.
Yeah, I know. I know about bud washing. I used to watch fucking Pigeons 420. I'm just asking. Eagle seemed to know that was going to happen.
Didn't you know
Yeah,
that?
I've washed a few times, and
Mhm.
that's something I've noticed that from the regular hang for the same string, side by side, I've noticed the same thing he just said. At least a day quicker time from the wash, and it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make sense, but it does speed it up.
That almost makes it worth doing for me.
It adds an astringent effect to it. Yeah. Yeah, Green. I've been talking about this for years, bro. Where you been, man?
Oh man, I know about your shit. I listen when I'm not here. I listen to you, bro. Don't you worry. I know you're on this shit.
Do you bud wash?
No, I ain't got time, man.
Oh,
That's
I thought you said that you did it, but you didn't see the effect. That's what I thought you were saying. I was like, why? What?
sorry.
I got
Sorry,
you.
no. Never done it. Used to watch Pigeons 420, and he's always done it.
Yeah.
So, Smiley, what about you?
That's one of the coolest parts, though.
What about me?
What about me?
That's a,
Talking about me?
that's a lost business day, isn't it, Smiley?
What's that?
Yeah, it's one of the coolest parts,
Bud
though.
washing.
It drives it faster. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it adds a lot of time. That's for sure.
As in
So
that's a
bad.
day's work. You mean? Yeah.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
some
it's
reason, in Michigan, the bee dries a lot faster in our houses. It's weird. We have high humidity outside, low humidity inside, but usually during the winter and stuff, it's like 34% humidity in my house if I turn the heat on. But so that's why my heat's on like 50 or 60 some degrees right now. Because it's not too bad outside. It's all hoodied up and everything. But and I'm trying to keep the window open to keep that moisture in. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes.
Where are you in Michigan? Are you near Eagle, or are you?
No, I'm more north.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm way the hell up here, man.
420. See
420.
if I can snag up this dab song real quick while it's actually 420.
Yeah.
I think it might pull it off.
My sister is up here right now, and she was having trouble getting stoned off all the different strains we got. And I was like, "Here, do a dab." She's like, "Oh, now I'm high." I'm like, "Yeah."
I got the damn song going, and I don't have a torch. I know it's right here somewhere.
Here, I'll light up this joint. I got one going.
Oh, there it is. Sweet. Save. GMO cookies. That's a neat little container.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what advertising's about, huh?
Yep.
I'm still smoking on the Smokey the Bear, that Kush Mints.
Nice.
Nice.
I bet that's proper.
Smiley's up late.
What?
So you're up awfully late.
Yeah,
Usually
man.
you might make it to 420.
It was a long day, dude. I was fucking moving these big ass pots around, switching rows, trimming them up, bitching about my new LED lights, making them so branchy.
Nah.
Twice the plant material, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow. Yep. Yeah, I cut down 3 more plants today.
How many more you got to go?
20 something.
Oh, wow. All right.
I haven't even counted. They're not ready yet. They're like some are clear, moving into cloudy. So not ready yet. We'll look again on Halloween.
Oh man, fucking hell! I'm sure I would stress out. There's nothing you can do about it, but friggin' hell. I like everything on my clock, really.
No need to stress out.
Oh, they look great, man. The ones you had hanging looked awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man, the weed looks so good this year. A lot of things look super, super good.
What's the mold situation like? A little bit here, a little bit there.
There's always mold in northern Michigan. If you're on your IPM, it's been doing pretty good. There's touches of it coming up here or there, but bud washing takes care of all that. I haven't had powdery mildew this year though. Only this gray type of mold. So it's been actually pretty good for me. Other people obviously have tons of it. Michigan's like 98% humidity this time of year. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think we all share a fairly common weather system here.
Yeah.
Or a latitude. You guys are more northern than me. You're probably colder, but just as wet.
Yeah. What really comes on now, though, are aphids, like flying little gnat type things. I don't know if they're actually fungus gnats or not. They look a little different than actual gnats. And they'll stick all over your fucking buds. But aphids is a big problem right now. Like just the time for mold and aphids. So most people in our area or northern hemisphere have problems with mold and aphids right
now. I didn't know enough about aphids to know that they work this late in the season. Isn't it cold? I mean, I know it's cold.
Dude, my plants are frozen solid. You would think it would kill all the bugs and mold, and it sure as fuck didn't. There's some plants like the trail weed. I really didn't IPM them or feed them. So they got fucking loaded with aphids. I was like, oh shit, aphids are out. I was checking on my other plants. You might find one or two here or there under a leaf. But I pumped these microbes in my soil. And it made it really, really resistant to a lot of different things. I don't know if microbes help for aphid control or aphid resistance, but it seems like my bugs, there's not big shit on my plants all year.
What biology?
What
biology are you talking about?
What's it?
What were you spraying? What would you say you put on them? What microbes?
You use that Terra stuff, don't you?
Terra Grow. So when I looked up, I specifically, because everyone keeps telling me microbes use the bacillus crap from fucking milk, and I'm like, I'm not spraying milk in my plants, bro. So I just was thinking about it.
It's not milk by then.
I know. I was running out of my foliar spray, or my fungicide foliar spray, right? So I'm like thinking, I was like, what can I do?
Thanks very much. Thanks. Have a great day.
And for some reason, I kept getting this thought in my head that I already had what I needed. So I'm like, all right, well, let me look up what bacillus kills powdery mildew and molds, basically. So I have this like gray mold. It's a very strange thing that happens only on one particular plant in my whole yard. So I looked it up, and there was 20 different things. Not 20 different bacilluses, but 20 different things. It started with number one was copper, then sulfur, and then it went into other natural ingredients like oils, like flower oil type stuff, and then it went into the bacilluses, and then below the bacilluses were trichodermas or trichoderm, whatever it was, and I ended up having 3 of the bacillus and then 1 of the trichodermis rhesus. And it's the trichodermis rhesus is the one that actually will colonize on your leaf, and it eats the mold. It eats molds, funguses, black fungus, black mold, all that shit. It might sometimes, some people argue that it might eat some of your beneficials. I think that's a conversation.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it doesn't become that in particular one become over dominating. That's why they say that it's one. Be careful with the use of cannabis.
Yeah.
Choke out the rest of them.
And guys run recharge every week.
I'm sure you don't want to.
I'm not a fan of that, but I'm just saying I know people that are like, I hit it with recharge every week, fucking twice a week.
Is that what's in there? Is the Trica?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Trica.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they have it in the right proportion. That's why I didn't go out and try to, cultivate my own or go out and do them separated. When I saw the Terra grow, it had 4 of the 20 things or 5 of the 20 things or whatever. It's like, sweet, let me try this. And I already had it blasted in my soil. And guess what happened? So I'm a big fan of H2O or H2O2, hydrogen peroxide. It's basically like a number one thing for a lot of things I do, right? But this year I wanted to switch it up. I was like, man, I don't want to keep using peroxide. Let me see if I got something else. I had root rot. I fixed it with Terra Grow. I mean, the next day it was fixed. And I just overdosed the dosage of the microbes. I put them straight in the soil, like straight down the stalk, just like I would the peroxide. Bam, next day, them bitches were fixed. I had powder and mildew, not powder and mildew, but the gray mold. And it would just like covers the leaf completely. It's not like powder mildew where it bubbles up like cottony. It's a very low profile, straight across the leaf, like flat, almost like if you're growing vegetables or something. This weird mold that grows on. So anyway, you spray it on that. Oh,
Fuzzy stuff.
No, not fuzzy. Yeah, not the fuzzy stuff. That's the powder mildew. That shit, if you leave it unchecked, all your dead, decaying, dying leaves, that's when they come all furry. You got this big fur ball, and oh man, that's the worst one, dude. The gray mold's really cool because it doesn't actually affect me. It doesn't affect my sinuses or anything like that. I can be up my plants all day long, and I'm like, wow, this is cool. But when you go to touch your leaf will actually crumble to it'll disintegrate. That's how it eats the leaf. Weird. Where powder mildew will eat spots, like a weird spot. And then we have up here also we have that botrytis. Botrytis.
That's what bud rot is.
Yeah, yes, that's what a lot of
I
people
know about that.
That's what a lot of people say, the actual spore. But when it gets on the leaf, it's weird. It makes a mosaic pattern, like a weird pattern on the leaf. And last year I had it all over my leaves, and it changed them all different colors and made them all weird polka dot colors, like mosaic. And everyone's like, "That's the coolest shit." I was like, "Man, is that strain dependent?" I was like, cool. And then looking it up, I learned it was the disease botrytis, and I was like, "Oh shit! Well, we don't want that." Yeah, but if anyone's looking for something, a no-brainer for all those things I just mentioned, please look up Terra Grow. Terra Grow. Terra Grow. I'm telling you, you're going to find what you're looking for. You guys might use other microbes and stuff. I get it.
When you've looked on the Terra Grow bottle and you see what microbe strains they are, just try and get them yourself.
Yeah, you could, maybe.
Worm castings.
Yeah, they don't have all that stuff in it though. Way you're fixing mildew problems or root rot with worm castings. That's just gonna
compost tea?
No, I don't even think that would work. I would like to see someone fix root rot with compost teas.
Well, I don't think you can fix root rot. I think the plant decides to do that.
No, I fix root rot. You can fix it with hydrogen peroxide or those microbes. They go in and eat the infection, and it actually will kill that infection, killing those roots, of course. Then your plant will regrow the roots.
I think it's what the fuck is it? This all-purpose plus does it too. Green 13.
Yeah.
Says it kills root rot, and actually it's a fucking I can't remember, but it's an essential oil that it works. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I can't remember it off the top of my head which one it is.
That's a good one. Yep.
It's rosemary. Rosemary is the one that protects against root rot.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Oh, it protects the
against
onset
it?
of it. Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, essential oils, man, they're really good for all kinds of things. But the problem
They're
is, you gotta
funny
know
in the soil, though.
Huh?
Funny having oil in the soil.
I've never used them in the soil. I always use them to fix issues. Like a treatment for something. But yeah, I've never done any soil drench with a oil like that. I usually use a peroxide. But I didn't see. I have so many microbes in my mounds that I did not want to go the peroxide route and kill all my damn microbes. So I'm like, let me see if I can feed it more microbes, because I figured maybe my dosage was getting low. Because it's what I figured. So I have groundwater level, ground underwater groundwater, whatever it's called, water table. So that I believe the plants that actually got the root rot in the very certain branches get it. I think those roots hit the damn water table, and then when it rained a couple times, it got root rot. Because I don't water. Man, if you guys knew me last year, I was watering all the damn time. People are like, you can get root rot. I'm like, no, I'm good. You get root rot. I'm like, no, I'm good. This year I got it, and I'm like, I didn't even water. I ain't watered in a month. That's how excuse hell.
No, definitely the microbes is the way to go. I was just listening to a thing about that where there were guys were battling a fusarium, which is like fungally born, soil borne fungus or whatever, but it's pathogen. But they were like running H2O2 or peroxide through the watering lines, and unknowingly they actually made it thrive. Like it gave it the conditions to actually thrive, which kind of threw me off because I was like, yeah, you'd think it would just fucking wipe out anything, right? Like you'd think it would, but it was like fucking food to that shit, like steroids.
In what way, dude? Extra oxygen.
Well, it oxidizes everything, so it's going to make an oxidized,
It's an oxygen-rich environment.
And that's where that biology thrives, is in oxidized.
Yeah.
Soil.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Wow. That's a good one to watch out for then, for sure. If you're having problems.
But I can't say that it's all bad because I know guys that run DWC. My brother-in-law is DWC, and fucking he kills it. But it's like, I mean, that's part of his regimen is the fucking sterility of a lot of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Dark as well, isn't it? There's no light in there, so the algae struggle.
Yeah, no, they got to run shit. He's running like Res Clear or whatever. I don't know what exactly.
Bacteria thrives in there, though.
But yeah, there's some kind of a disinfectant type thing in there.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, I like to use peroxide in my watering system, though. Small amounts of it because it adds an extra oxygen molecule to your root zone, which actually helps uptake the nutrients. I think 200% or something like that. So I got 700% on the leaf zone and 200% more at the root zone.
It's a reactive oxidative species, ROS. So chemically, when you got H2O2, it's looking to rob energy out of stuff. Like it's trying to, that oxygen is extra, but it's trying to get away from it and go back to H2O basically. That's what makes it reactive, is that extra oxygen. That's the part that's reacting.
Yep.
It's going to oxidize with shit, but it can kill biology because it's fucking zaps them kind of.
Well, just like when you pour it on your cut and it bubbles all that crap out of your cut, it's exactly the same. Like when I do it for root rot, I imagine that happening. As a matter of fact, I think it was last year, I was filming the ground bubbling because I was fucking drenching it. I had stalk rot. And if you have stalk rot, that's your latest sign that you have root rot. And if it's a branch, goodbye branch, that branch is going down. It's going to rip right off. I tried to take a leaf, strip a leaf, and I ripped the whole freaking branch off the tree. I was like, what? I'm like, oh, that's rotten in there, inside, under the bark. And I'm like, oh, root rot. That's
shocking, isn't it? Shocking when you find it.
My first encounter with it was last year, Normally I don't have these issues. Yeah, it was crazy, man. I lost 2 branches on one tree, and it was half the damn fucking plant, 2 branches. And then the other one got stalk rot, and I cored it. Like I dug the whole rot out of the stalk. It's decent stalk, and kept spraying it with peroxide, until it finally stopped bubbling, and I disinfected it 100%. And then I would drench the soil, and it would bubble. The whole ground would move and shit. I was like, good Lord, it's alive. But I saved both plants. That was the monkey business last year, and the really wide, short Bigfoot. But yeah, I was pretty proud of that.
Yeah, I mean, I hate that stuff, but sometimes when you have to go to war, it's amazing what you can achieve and still bring home, on an outdoor harvest.
Yeah, if it's point of no return, I'm going in for the kill move. I'll wipe it all out as long as it can save the plant. And then plants are really resilient, though. You can almost totally annihilate a plant and have it come back, too. But I'd rather destroy what's in the root zone. Unfortunately, you can't go underneath the ground and just start chopping roots off and throwing them away. But
it's like Eagle says, though. That's where it's all important. We all do it. We all do it. I had to do a harvest for a brand new grower the other day. He'd never grown before. First thing we wanted to see was pull that out. Let's look in the pot. Everyone wants to see the roots. I'm sure Loki even does some root trimming. I'm sure root trimming is a thing. Like if you trim the tops of your plants, you're supposed to trim the roots as well if you can, like on a DWC situation.
Yeah, there is a technique that implies that to like double it or something like that. But it's a tricky technique because with cannabis, a lot of times people end up cutting off all those feeders, the big roots, because they'll just trim it like that instead of getting all those suckers. If you cut, and it's like a taproot to each branch, so if they cut too much and then they end up losing the plant. So it is a technique, but it's kind of a tricky technique sometimes, I guess.
But then that would be the same for the top as well, right? Like tops and bottoms, it's just the same thing, just in reverse.
Nah, not really. I don't know. You could do back.
It'll stun them the same. I mean,
Yeah.
if you really go at the root zone, just like you really would go at the top of the plant, you'll see them stunt just the same. Because it's trying to rebuild that and reconstruct that. But I don't know, man, about like cutting the taproot. I think it's still going to kind of keep going. It'll just kind of redo itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Encourages the fish ponds.
Yeah, because like if you cut the top, which is the other growth stem or the atypical, you know what I mean? If you cut the top, it's still, some strains will just fucking, right where you cut it, like just shoot another one fucking top back out. It won't even do double, you know what I mean? Like it'll just fucking be like one branch. Yeah. Like, no, fuck you. I want this one. They don't even go. Some of them do, yeah. But I'm just saying, there's some ones, man, where you top them, and they just fucking shoot one branch out of the top again. Like fuck you. I always get mad at that.
Yeah, it's always pussy weak as well. That one, it will come up, and you're like, well, it's perfect. It's right out the center, so I'm covering, and it's just crap usually.
I wouldn't know about topping because I use a product known as Pre from Bloom Yellow Bottles. Everyone, please go check their stuff out and use promo code.
Dude, you're fucking infomercial.
You guys ever see that show Disjointed? Where they got their little weed commercials in there?
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times.
I think that show's funny.
It is funny.
Hell yeah. No, but Pre works really, really well. Like crazy well. Like I never even topped the Agent Orange. Not one. I don't think I ever topped that plant one time. I was using Pre. Or maybe I was topping and using Pre. And it just made incredible branches. Like you were saying, with your LED branches it out. It's a multiplier type of a nutrient or whatever, and it goes in and genetically splits the plant. So all the tops grow too. It's crazy.
with 660 nanometer red light, just I'm gonna bring this back on topic. I used to not have 660 reds, and then I got them as a supplement to go with my 3K base, and I noticed that everything gets its own stalk. So every little bud, there's a lot more stalking, and a lot more. So that definitely does that.
Yeah, nice.
The red.
660, yeah. 660 helps with splitting and additional branching, in my opinion. So those little nugs that will just sit, they now get a little stalk on them. It just takes it away from the. You'd know I think your lights are built in, so you couldn't do the test, but you wouldn't anyway.
I don't
Make them a little bit more stretchier, but make the stem a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more woodier, where they can take on a little bit more weight.
Definitely a bit stretchier as well.
Yeah, I definitely would agree that with the red, like the R spec fucking crushes on weight, on everything. Like the whole but I do like.
I'm a red guy.
I like this grower's choice though, because it throws in some of the blue and the UV. Like there, if you look at the light or whatever, you can see blue and purple and red and all that shit in there. You know, there's a couple different shades of red you can kind of pick out. So it's got a really nice range to it. So.
Get them herbs.
I know what's coming now. Leave those poor things alone, man.
What do you put in the water, or you just do straight water?
No, I got 2 buckets of water and then 1 baking soda lemon juice.
Cup of each.
He said leave those things alone. Hell no. You smoke dirty.
I'm just playing.
A whole
I'm only
cup of
saying
baking soda? That seems like a lot for 5 gallons. Is it? Is that what you use?
What'd you say? What is it?
Is that a cup of baking soda?
Hell yeah.
Seems like a lot.
That's the recipe.
And then the whole cup of lemon juice too?
The ancient recipe for washing your vegetables.
The yellow bottles not have a solution we can get.
For what?
For washing buds.
What, bloom yellow bottles?
Yeah.
That's a nutrient, dude. Are you serious?
I know, but they could jump on the bandwagon, no?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they could have a blood wash. Why not? No.
They're a nutrient company.
Oh,
Lord. Where in the world is my rack?
Is it a towel down?
Hell yeah, I got 2 towels down.
Kitchen.
I got forever floors though too, so that's pretty cool. They're waterproof and all that good junk. Yeah,
Dude, you've got your stuff down though. You've got a tray, you've got something to hang it. You are organized, my friend.
Dude, I've been doing this for like 3 years. This shit sucks, man.
Yeah, anything like this always sucks, dude.
Yeah.
When you're doing it online, is because it ain't that much fun. First 5 minutes is fun, like making hash, I bet. Yeah, we're making hash. Everybody watch. Fucking hell, this is boring.
Yeah, man, it does suck.
A couple hours into it, it is what hash is.
See, the problem here is we have all these flying bugs that get stuck in the weed. And I have a sensitive kind of system. I always get lung infections, upper respiratory infections. I cannot smoke this shit. Like, I will get an infection.
Pubes and dog hairs, yeah?
Yeah, pubes, dog hairs. There's fucking flying bugs. There's bugs.
all kinds of fucking nasty shit, dude. Dirt, dust. If you bud wash, if you have outdoor weed and you bud wash, you will be surprised what you see in that water. You're gonna be like, holy shit, I smoked that.
So sorry, Eagle. Eagle, I didn't get to the bottom of this. Did you used to bud wash? Is this something you used to practice?
I've tried it a couple of times just to fucking test the waters, but I'm not necessarily sold on the method myself. I didn't necessarily notice a difference in quality. I did note that it dried a little bit faster, but it was more of a mess for me in my circumstance than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a kind of a setup for it. But
I try to look at things like a business as well, and if you're going to put that many man hours in, there needs to be a tangible gain somewhere. Now, as it happens, funnily enough, the tangible gain sounds like a day less drying, but you're probably a day bud washing, so
yeah. But see, I would like to see it. It's interesting. You know, you see all these Cali growers, they don't have to bud wash. They harvest, dry it, and it goes to market. I would like to see theirs tested as 100% clean of all pathogens and shit like that. Like, how are you telling me that there's not a mold spore stuck in there? Maybe it didn't pollinate or populate, but how are you telling me there's not something in there? How are you telling me there's no dirt, no bird shit? You know what I'm saying? Unless it's covered. Now, if it's covered, that's a little different.
I do know what you're saying. However, how do you know that what you're doing is doing anything other than really just rinsing it, which it probably isn't?
Well, no, you can get it tested. That's what I'm saying. After bud washing, say if you had mold and bugs, right, and you bud wash it, you have the recipe properly. So there's one other step, and it's peroxide. But there's
do you have that test though?
What's that?
You're saying it. Is there a white paper on it? Is it? I mean, I don't even want a white paper, but a test. I know. I don't mean that. What I mean is there a back-to-back which shows this one is moldy and this one is moldy? Oh, look, that cleaned
There's
that.
people that have done tests like that for sure. Yeah. There's what is his name? Grow Pot Cheaply. He actually did an experiment with peroxide versus water rinsing. And he went and had them tested at the testing facility to see which one was more or less, not moldy. But he could tell by microscoping it that water only rinses, it does not clean. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, this is just recipes from, I got these recipes from like School of Hard Nugs and Jorge Cervantes. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was doing mine, the first year I was spraying my plants, but then at harvest I was noticing a lot of mold still. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? And I'm like, I know we used to do something back in the day for this. And I'm like, somehow we gotta wash this shit. So I started looking up washing bud washing, cleaning your buds after harvest. And it started coming out these videos. I'm like, oh yeah, oh there it is. And this recipe with the baking soda lemon juice, you can find this everywhere, even in the Farmer's Almanac book, I believe. It's an old recipe, hundreds of years old or whatever, for washing your vegetables. You know what I'm saying? So, and then what it does, it's almost like if you make this too hot, it'll be a stripper. And you'll actually, it'll clean your hands and shit like that. Like, it'll clean all the trichomes off your hands and stuff. So, but the other one is the peroxide, and I like to do a peroxide soak. So I'll just throw all my weed in there and let it soak for like 10 minutes or something. And then if there's mold in there or spores of any kind, you'll see it bubbling. You know what I'm saying? If it bubbles, you're in the money. You're doing a good thing. You know what I'm saying? If it don't bubble at all, well, you got some pretty clean cannabis and you're good. But if it's bubbling, then fuck, I had some dirty shit. I'm glad I put it in there.
What do you reckon the pH of that water is?
The pH of this water is 7.8.
Yeah.
It's 7.8. It's over 3,500 ppm. Yeah, I actually tested it right around the corner. I got that fucking Blue Lab wall-mounted fucking 2 fucking probe tester thing. So the temperature was 64 degrees. with 7.8 pH and over 3,500 ppm. That's as high as my shit goes. Somewhere around there. But of course, we're not letting the plant drink it. We're just using it to 5 dunks kind of thing, you know. But you'll
And
see.
I'm gonna say right there, that's where your day less drying is. That solution is somehow.
Well, possibly, but here's the thing. I really believe that the astringent property comes in the peroxide wash, which I'm not doing, and I'm seeing normal dry times. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Eagle did his or whatnot, but I really think it's when you use the peroxide. It's like how Jorge Cervantes, he has a video on it and everything. How he did it was just straight peroxide. But if you do a peroxide in the water bath, you ain't getting no bugs off. You are not going to kill your bugs. You might drown them or something, or the peroxide might dry them out over the drying process, but they're still going to be on your leaves. So all that sugar trim is garbage. You know what I mean? Basically. So what we try to do though, if we see bugs on something, we'll strip it down to straight bud. You know, no leaves on it at all, and then wash it again. There's carcasses like those aphids. That's the worst thing about aphids, not just the bug itself. There's its carcasses. They're everywhere. And if you have sticky ass weed, it's stuck all in your weed. You know what I mean? And it's okay if people think that's not bad. I'll smoke that. I don't want to smoke that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not. I'd rather have people look at my stuff and go, man, this stuff's nice. And you smoke it. This is super smooth. And I like this, you know? And I think that's another thing about bud washing. It makes your weed smoother. I think it comes out smoother. Like I have bud wash and unbud wash tested, and it's like, man, that unbud wash shit, it burns real dark. It's like, ooh, it's hard. It's harsh, man. So
I've heard.
What's that?
I've heard it. It makes your penis slightly larger as well, just a little bit. But the girl them notice.
It makes mine tiny. I don't know. My balls are
What?
No. I just believe in clean cannabis, clean meds. I mean, if you can't ensure that no mold's going to get on your stuff or no bugs, then please look into washing your cannabis. At least rinse the shit off. Something, please. Spray it down. I don't care if you spray it with peroxide before you harvest it. Something. Or please just don't smoke with me. Because if I start sneezing, I'm going to give it back and I'm going to talk shit. Just letting you know, because that means it's got mold in it for me. But yeah, because that's like, for instance, Detroit Nutrient Company was on here, Tommy, and he was talking about, if your cannabis isn't flushed properly for him, it excites his asthma. Well, other things, if you got mold and stuff, it excites my sinuses. I'm disabled for my sinuses, It's a funny thing. I don't know. Weird, but so that got me thinking, like, oh shit, I gotta be careful what I bring out. I gotta make sure it's fucking like, you know what I mean? And that's another thing. You gotta be proud of kind of what you're taking around to people to smoke with. Outdoors totally different than indoors. You guys control a lot of shit. You got filters and stuff. A lot of things can be clean really easy. You're outdoors. Your car gets dirty outdoors, don't it? You don't want it to, but it does. You wash it, don't you? Right? You don't want people to see your dirty ass car. No. You could just sit in your driveway.
I don't give a fuck about that.
It's the same kind of thing. Yeah, and like Eagle said, there's not really a potency difference. People will say, you lose tons of trichomes. When you trim your weed, you lose tons of trichomes. And then you throw it in a grinder, and if we only relied on the outside trichomes, we would never be getting high, man. What if it was a ball of just vegetation and only trichomes that ever grew were on the outside? The only medicine was around the outside. Oh, we'd all be screwed. We'd be harvesting it as it was growing. You know what I mean? So there's all kinds of arguments and points and stuff. I just like to do it for my health and safety, really. I think it's better for most people. But it is a process. It's a huge process, but growing's a commitment. I one day want to completely have 100% clean buds, covered and not getting blasted by stuff. big birds poop on my stuff. I find corn in my fucking weed. Like, there's only one way to have it. Flying over.
So, just out of curiosity here, Green 13, you know, there's another method they do here in Michigan too to eradicate that PM. Like when they take a shipment gets taken into for testing and it's been flagged for PM, they actually will take that and fucking, not me, but
In
this
Cali,
is being done. Fucking radiated with UV and then sending that shit to fucking the processor for distillates and shit.
Yeah, they do that
So
in Cali.
not even the dunk can wash off. Just fucking hitting it with fucking light, killing it off, and then processing.
The carcass is all there. You're muted, bro.
You're muted.
Yeah, the whole body's there and everything. I don't care if you kill it. That flavor, that terp profile is going to come through. If you squish your bud into rosin or you blast it, that terp profile is going to come through.
But it means that goes to the processor with fucking mold on it. I mean, with actually the mold on it, you've made no attempt to fucking clean that. That's disgusting.
No, they just hit it with the UV. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Letting the fucking processor take care of it.
Yeah.
I hit a cartridge the other day for the first time, and I was already high as fuck. But my mate was like, "Oh, this is what I use at work. Try this," and I hit it. It fucking blew my brains out. It was like, wow, that is really strong. That is really strong, but like soulless, just not nice. I mean, it wasn't unnice, but yeah, I just don't trust distillate. I just don't trust it.
Even like the Mendo Dope song says about the Fiskers, if you got mold on your buds, come pick me up. I'm going to chop this. They didn't say mold on your plants, mold on your family. It's mold on your buds. Or you chop your buds up and sell that shit, man. Like, you know, it's all a money scheme like that. I want clean meds. I don't give a shit what I got to do. I would never give, like, what I see out there, I wouldn't smoke it, first of all. I would never come around any of you trying to smoke, like, outdoor dirt weed. It's dirty. To me, it's dirty.
I was outdoors for 10 years before I had an indoor grow. Me and Botrytis are deep friends. I just chopped it out. But, I mean, it was hard. I remember trying to make your meds for the year all in one season. And it was what drove me indoors. It's what drove me indoors. My wife and I had a million conversations. She was like, you can't play God. And I was like, you can. And we still like we still giggle about it when I fuck something up indoors. She's like, well, you can't play God, you know, and it's the goes back to that same Bud Rock conversation. You know, we used to bring them in the shed and fucking all sorts of things. I don't know what everybody knows. If you've grown outdoors, you know what you need to do to try and keep that warm. But that moisture went in there long ago. It went in there in the middle of the summer on one rainy day, you know, or that spore.
And that's what kicks me, man, when I hear people talk about bud rot and they talk about, man, this just happened overnight. No, it didn't. You've had that for a couple weeks. You just weren't paying attention. You know, the actual rot in the next, you might look at it one day, you don't see nothing. The next day it might be dead. But trust me, that was set in a week or two ago. And people just aren't catching it or watching it, you know. I've actually, during this bud rot washing process, I found one caterpillar. One. And I'm like, damn. And it's just like, I just can't believe it because normally they're pretty bad. But I've had birds. I let the birds really go wild this year. These little tiny, like, finch type birds. So I think they've been picking it clean. I had grasshoppers all over my plants, man. Everyone's like, oh my God, those are so bad. Like, for what?
Red Setter Farms was talking to me about how he had to plant some of his sunflowers away from his cannabis plants because the birds would tend to go up and be on those plants crapping on his fucking buds. So they had to be separate. But there's not many that's above your ganja, I guess. But it's a good point.
I keep those birds for the sole purpose of picking those plants clean of those caterpillars, man. that shit has worked like a charm for me this year. You know, it's been pretty good. I pick them off. I picked off maybe 25 caterpillars total this whole year. You know, I'd find a few here or there a day. And it's been really, really well. A lot of people are getting hit with a lot of things, but, you know, we try to talk about IPM. And IPM's expensive, man. Don't get it twisted. It's so expensive. You're going to go and lay in the bed?
Yeah, that's my biggest cost. I mean, after electricity, way before nutrition, IPM is expensive.
Yeah.
Which is why I've got so many insects.
Rusted mice are a bitch. Oh, Attila, come on.
Your garden's looking pretty, Smiley. You put some stuff up just before I came online.
Oh, thanks, man. I got flagged for that. Why the fuck? I got these like red tags on it, and it says that it's not copyrighted for all countries. And
music.
Yeah, there's like 4 countries, and I don't know if it's because he swears in it or what. But I'm like, well, why do you let me? Why do you let me fucking make a post like that? Even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I picked the fucking song out of Instagram's fucking list.
Everybody says this,
right? Like, why would that be in the fucking list if it's gonna be under some fucking copyright stupid shit? Like, I don't know.
You might only care about America.
Maybe. You saw it, so I don't know, man. It's not every country, but whatever. Like,
Switzerland will be like, oh, no swearing, please. That seems offensive to us.
Yeah, it might be. Whatever. I don't know. If they can't see it, it disappears in 24 hours anyway. Fuck it. It'll be gone by tomorrow. It just bugs me every time I look at it.
Got flagged on Instagram?
It's got a red fucking... Yeah, it's got like a little red mark by it. Oh, no, it's gone.
It's a warning. They're warning him that, by the way, if you use this piece of music, not everybody's going to see this.
It's got the little red...
Oh, yeah.
Exclamation point. No, you and the naughty
I've never gotten one. Wow, now I feel like I've been slacking. I haven't been in trouble like that on Instagram.
Shit, I all have big ego, huh? That's nice.
I have a permanent one, look. Oh. I have a permanent one that's like, it's about promotions or something.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm always getting strikes like every time I go live.
Yeah,
they're banning something, taking something down, age restricting something. I'm like, but I already pushed that button. I'm like, okay.
So, Smiley, do you do all your work in the evenings? Your garden work? You do that in the evenings after dinner before you come here?
Most of it, yeah. I'll leave late.
And then in daylight, you hang out with the family and the kids and whatnot, yeah?
Yeah, I usually, I'll take care of the basement. I got some stuff down here, and then, I'll watch my grandson when my daughter does her online school or whatever. So I had to hang out with him a couple of days a week. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, we were talking about it the other morning about different hours that people keep, and like, you know we work hard and a lot of shit has to get done. He's the boy.
That's never a problem, man, hanging out with that dude.
Grandson. I mean, you ain't even that gray. You ain't even gray.
Yeah. No shit.
That's the best time to have one, so you can still play with them.
He's
got the smiley smile.
Yeah, dude, he's got his teeth in now. He's almost taking steps. So, like, any day now, he'll be like, boom, look what I can do. Kind of funny. He's smart as shit, too. My daughter was, like, telling me about he's always trying to grab shit off the end table in the living room, like by the couch or whatever. He's always trying to grab shit off there where they're watching TV. So she put some stuff in front of him thinking that he wouldn't be able to get to it. And she went to the kitchen or something, and he fucking he brought his like the other little car thing over, like it's like a little motor, like a little 4-wheeler thing. But he wheels that over to the end table, and she comes back out of the kitchen, and he's climbed up on that, and he's reaching the shit off the end table. Like he was like, "Fuck that! I know how to do this shit." I just cracked it up.
That's Smiley problem solving, buddy.
She's gonna
Right. There
yeah.
is no electrical here. There is a ground issue. Let's have a look.
That's what I said too, man. I was like, wait till you come in the kitchen and he's like up on the cabinets, like fucking looking in the top shelf, like fucking what, man?
You better hide your weed better.
Right? No shit. That'd be fun. Man. He's so cool.
Yeah, that's the value of what we do right there, man. Fucking ace.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get him in a little race car. That's already on my plan there. So I keep looking up videos on YouTube and sending them to my daughter and shit. Look. See what we
I
can do.
don't want my daughter to do it. I know how much a set of tires costs. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'd rather you went and played with horses because I know what a set of tires cost. Mind you, I also know what a set of fucking horseshoes cost. Yeah.
No,
I can go and sit in the
pit.
pits, dude. I can go and sit and be race manager for a weekend. Hell yeah. Give me some Fico and a clipboard. I am down, and a stopwatch.
I could do that. No,
Yeah.
this would be hauling it out there. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I don't know, man. I used to race, so like it's just one of them things. Like if you played football, you want to see your son play football or your grandson play football. If you're into soccer, you probably want to see him play soccer. You know what I mean? So I'm into racing. I'd love to. He was born with a heavy right foot. I already know this. So his like literally speaking, his right foot is noticeably bigger than his left foot. And I don't know why that is, but I'm just like, that's his nickname, man. Kid born with a heavy right foot.
I reckon
That's a
all
long
my speed.
nickname.
I reckon all my speed is in my braking. But yeah, we did this before actually, but about the racing thing. But I used to do 6-hour endurance, and it's three people. And back then there were loads of like father son daughter teams, and so that would be I would love to do that really. Because 6-hour endurance is a great Sunday as well. It takes the whole day kind of thing with practice and all that stuff. It's, you get in a van, you get a picnic, fucking, yeah.
Go do the shit. Yeah, man, that's the whole culture of it. Just like the communities, like the events. It's like you have your event almost every weekend, you know what I mean? You're racing. It's cool.
Yeah, it's the same group of people in a different place every fucking weekend.
And I don't know. I mean, I'd love to race again too, but it's one of them things like you probably understand this. You're in 13, your eyes aren't the same. I mean, I was fucking 22 when I was racing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 20 years older than that now, so my reactions aren't the same. Like it's just not like I wouldn't want
when we would do pit
Yeah.
changes, someone would come up behind you, put their arms under you, and just pull you out of the seat backwards. And the next person would drop into the seat, and you'd be out. And sometimes when they dump you on the ground, you just collapse because for 2 hours your feet are on the pedals. Someone pulls you out of the car, and you just. Now, if I did that now, I don't know if my legs would want to get back up. Like, my ankles don't want to get all bent over in the positions I put them in when I'm doing all sorts of weird stuff with those pedals, Like, my body won't want that, really. Not for 2 fucking hours, anyway. My ribs will be broken, and, yeah. I love it, but
So
I'll watch her do it.
Right, yeah, I get to do it through him now, through watching him now, and I'm cool with that. I'm totally cool with that. And if he don't want to do it, I'm cool with that too. It's whatever. It's just my hope and dream. I can at least say he's gonna have a shot in the fucking car. The kid's gonna have a chance to drive one and say, no, I don't want to do it. I doubt that's gonna happen because I know how that works. Fucking drive them and they're like, yeah.
It'd be cool to see him race though. And to all you guys, fuck that shit. Fuck everything you just said about getting old and fucking not bending it like you used to be able to. I'm here to tell you, right now, right now, I fucking roofed a lot of roofs. A lot of roofs. It's gonna hurt the first fucking couple of days, but you fucking get back into it for a fucking week and guess who's fucking 26 again? You know what I'm saying? That pain goes away. You fucking get right back into that shit. Same thing with you guys. You yeah, you'd be fine. You'd be fine.
Yeah.
Little
How you
memory muscle.
how you getting on reaching the back of that 4x4, old boy? You all right with that?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. I know you're hurting.
It's a little pop, snap, and a twist. No big deal.
Bullshit. I can still kick that bag over my head. I'm almost 50 and I can still kick over my head.
That's good. I can too. Just saying.
You keep it in shape, Smiley. You keep it in shape.
Yeah, I'd be all right. Dude, it's not easy, man. It's fucking power yoga. Take care of these plants. You know, I don't know, like some of the positions, I was thinking about that the other day too. Like when you're reaching in, like there's some of them I'm hand watering, and it's a fucking, you hold a gallon of water straight out from you and count to 30 and do that, and then let your hand down and then do that again and see how many times until your fucking shoulder's burning like a son bitch. It don't take too much,
I literally started doing the sub irrigation so that I didn't have to lean over anymore. It was the literal reason I was like, fuck reaching to the back anymore. So
yeah,
you still end up doing it.
Yeah, because I got my own visual. But now, actually, though, I just purchased 10 of those earth boxes. That wasn't my thing until, I had 4 of them, and I had run them, and I've tried them out, had some experience with them, but yeah, I just recently kind of was.
Are they taking over, dude? Are they taking over?
I'm gonna run the whole thing that way and see how it does, So yeah, they're mainly. Plus, I was experimenting with the Eagles deal, but I'm kind of pissed, man. I don't know. I don't even know if I should say it on the air. I'm gonna say it on the air. I'm kind of mad, dude. Like I was getting this soil and I had it working, and I had a round of earth box that I ran with it. I was using it in veg. It's fucking awesome. Works awesome, right? And it's a lot of work for me to mix a yard of soil, and when I do, it's like it works out to be the perfect amount of what I fucking needed. So it's kind of like I can't really make extra to just fill 2 earth boxes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not kind of how it works. So I was just trying to figure out if this was going to work for it. I really loved it. I thought it was awesome. So I ordered the shit to fucking put it in the earth boxes, and it's fucking different. And it was fucking different. And the whole time in my head, I'm like, this is fucking different, and I kept looking at it, and then I was using it in some of my veg pots too, and it doesn't take water the same. It's like fucking the plants aren't growing the same in it. And now I already got these earth boxes up to Eagle with it in it, and I'm just like, I don't know. So I've been talking with a guy. They're great people too. They're absolutely great people. It was just one of them odd, weird fucking things, and the way it worked out. I don't know. Whatever. It's just he's kind of working on it still. He's gonna. I don't know.
What did he say? Did he say it's not different, dude? It's the same.
He tried that at first. So I'm like,
that's the play,
soil, dude. I can tell you right now, it's not the same. And then he was like, well, there's, we changed. There's definitely less rice holes, and he said he added more vermiculite, and that was supposed to cover the aeration portion. And I'm just like, well, I'll try it, and because I noticed right away, dude. It felt different. It looked different. There was nothing about it that looked the same, It was just so yeah. It's been talking with him, but now like I'm adding aeration to it. The stuff I got, I'm adding aeration to it because I don't want to keep I want to keep going down the road, man. I already have 6 veg plants that are fucking sucking. And I know exactly that's why, because it's not accepting the water. You know? I don't know. Yeah, he gave me that about the vermiculite, and I was like, well, it kind of seemed like you just switched your peat base to a pro mix instead of like a raw peat base. And then it was all of a sudden, why is that? Is that a difference? Is there something different about that?
Oh,
Like, yeah, there's a huge fucking difference about that. Like, I use raw peat. The original mix you had raw peat in it, and this one it definitely is fucking more like a perlite, or not perlite, but a pro mix than a fucking, and
a
I thought,
blend.
yeah, and I thought peat was inert. I'm like, well, it is inert because they steam it and they fucking grind it and they fucking kill all the shit in it. Like, I don't think the raw peat's very inert at all. Like, it's, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's not the right term. It can be biologically active, I guess. And there's a big difference in the way it works in the soil too, from my experience. Like, so some of the potting mixes are, I don't know. I mean,
There's other things too in there. I mean, like the rice hulls thing. Well, you're getting more than aeration from the rice hulls, right?
yeah.
So when you add the
So
vermiculite, are you supplementing for what the rice hulls are?
they don't
The
work the
missing
same.
rice hulls.
They don't work the same. Not the way it was
Well, the
actually.
vermiculite ain't breaking down for anything, right?
Right.
There's no nutritional value there. I understand
No.
that, but I'm saying, if you're just adding it for aeration and you're like
That's silica.
substituting A to B, then you're missing what you've taken out for the rice hulls. You know
That's
what I mean?
silica.
So what are you putting back nutritionally when you've supplemented with the vermiculite? That's what I'm asking. Did you ask him that? Because there's a difference there. You
Well,
can't just say, well, I took out 40% of rice hulls and put in 40% vermiculite. And well, there's 40% difference in nutrition there, is what I'm saying.
well, the
Check,
rice
Right?
check
aren't
this out.
there to serve a nutritional function necessarily. They're there for that aeration.
Down the line, that
And when I say aeration, I'm talking about like how the pot actually accepts water. Like now when I water those pots, I gotta do it at a 4 times the slower pace to get it to accept the water, or it'll just pool up on the top and run off the side. Where the original one, I can just pour right into it and it goes in and gets soaked up. I mean, it doesn't just run right through the bottom. It was working really well. I was like, if it means anything, I will pay extra to get the original bag. Like, I'll pay you more if you do that.
check this out, dude. This is a conversation I was having with the Eco Thrive guy. He says, let me know what you think of the new soil structure once you get some plants in it. It's changed a bit from the last lot you had. So I said, what are the changes you have made, food or structure? He writes, structure. The last lot you had were 20% vermiculite, 30% pumice, and 50% peat. So I write, no cocoa, question mark. He writes, new blend, 20% pumice, 20% cocoa, 20% coarse peat, 20% extra coarse peat, 20% vermiculite. And then he goes on, I won't bore you, but he goes on to explain that his machine beats the soil up a bit. So he's noticed that he's had to put some of the extra coarse in so that when the machine beats it up, it comes to a nicer. But man, it's no joke to put that stuff together. And when you look at that machine that Jeremy at Builder Soil's using and the little tweaks they're having to make just to get it to, you waste a lot of fucking soil trying to put a mix together. I'll tell you what, when you do it on scale, there's a lot goes into it.
Yeah, no doubt, man, and not to say that they're on that kind of scale either. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. Like, I mean, like I say, dude, they live 2 streets away from me. They're great people, and that's why I support them. And honestly, he's been really great in the back and forth with everything, and even trying to come up with ideas. He wants things to work, and he's got really great ideas on a ton of other stuff. So it's kind of one of the things where I'm just, but it is frustrating because I did bring that up to Ego already, and I'm just like, you know, because it was all last minute and it happened right as I was going up there, I guess.
I just think it's going to be fine, and you're talking about details, and I think it's going to be fine, and they'll shake out. I get the annoyance, but man, I bet you Eagle has a smasher with it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to have fun with it for sure. For sure.
I'm just not seeing the
In
same.
fact, you hear Noah trying to cure her says out of me today. He was like, well, don't you think the organics could be a little better? I'm like, I'm not going to say that 100%.
People are pretty bold with it now, aren't they? I think it's because people are now like, it's black and white. Our shit tastes better than your shit, and I think now people aren't like as respectful. People used to say, "Oh, you know, I respect both sides, and you can make good weed." And nah, fuck it, your stuff don't taste as good.
It's not true though, man. That's
No. I'm just saying, but people are saying it more, aren't they?
I don't know. I think they're grabbing at straws or for whatever reason. I don't know why people say shit like whatever. You don't know. Like honestly, like I'm not even trying to sound like a dick, but it's like I'm never gonna smoke. You know what I mean? Like from 619 to 664 is never gonna smoke Twisted's weed or my weed. You know what I mean? Like I'm probably never gonna smoke your weed. 13. Like you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, is fucking the market loves what I'm doing, and it's accepting it really well. So like, I don't know, you know, like
I get to try all sorts of things now, and you can tell sometimes, and sometimes you cannot. But we always know. And I'll tell you what, I mean, I'm gonna smoke with you, whatever. Pretty much, I'm not that fucking picky, but I don't think it has to be a competition. I actually find the fucking competing weed thing really weird. It's obviously just a marketing exercise, and also like, I mean, that's why Eagle's got to grow along, and I get it, because I'm already making a few jokes about winning the grow along, but it's just jokes. But that's human nature still. But we aren't really competing with weed, are we? Come on.
right.
313, just to let you know a little secret, I'm waiting until you get about 4 weeks ahead of me. Then I'm going to plant my seeds just so I can beat you. Just kidding.
No, it's just whatever works for everybody. That's the thing, you know, and taking everybody's ideas and going. The other thing I was gonna say, the other fallacy, I think, besides the organics automatically it's gonna taste better than anything else. The other fallacy is that because you bought it from a dispensary, it's automatically fucking shit, and because somebody grew it at home, it's automatically fucking better than what you can get at a dispensary. And I think that's a bunch of shit too. Because I've bought some stuff from the dispensary that was fucking phenomenal and way better than the weed I grow. And I think people that say that just aren't fucking, maybe they're not going to the right place, or they're not cracking their wallet the way they need to get the good shit. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's the cheap stuff. You're definitely not, you know. And I've seen plenty that was labeled top shelf and it wasn't. It's still probably 80% of it shit, but there's still that 20% that's fucking out of this world. That's why them guys. It's silly to think that it's not. You know what I mean? That's the part. Like it's silly to think that it's not. These guys are fucking scientists. Like they have umpteen dollars. Like they have all the money in the world to fucking do whatever needs to be done to make that fucking perfect. And
the will to want to be the best.
Right, and they're home growers. Most of them just like whatever.
That's what I was gonna say.
Can
It's
you
all
imagine somebody coming and saying, "Here, dude, fucking here's $5 million. Fucking build a room and rock it out." You know what I mean? Could you imagine the fucking? You'd want somebody to say, "Oh, your weed shit because you built it a $5 million building to grow it in." Like what? That's not how shit weed gets done. I don't know. Like
Shit, we gets done when you throw it in the backyard in your soil that you think has nutrients because your grass grows in it. And then you just let it go all summer and you pick it off and go, check out my bomb ass weed. No, that's some shit, man.
Right.
That's what I hate when people say it's organic because they planted it in their backyard. I'm like, but what did you feed it? Nothing. Well, that's why it turned out like that, dude. Look at it, you know. Like you got to feed your plants. But see, I think the whole synthetic, organic, like saying our organics, we don't boost our shit with like terpenators and stuff. We're using natural like minerals and stuff to boost it, which might not give the same excited flavor as like terpenator type stuff and PK boosters that really bring out terp profiles to make like great, be like, wow, that smells crazy, great flavor tasted. But if you had organics, it would be $1 grape, you know, in some cases, you know, but I just think organic is the more natural flavor.
You're a sulfate of potash. You can just add that to your soil, and there's your fucking terpenator.
Yeah, I use minerals
Right.
for mine, but yeah, potash is good.
Yeah, there's ways to do everything. Like, I mean, there's ways to fuck up either way.
Olive or fish oil.
And like, I don't know. I just it's kind of dumb to think.
Have you ever used terpenator?
Nope.
I have, yes.
Never had it.
Anybody? Yeah. That shit, I think it has to be more than potash because I used it at one point too. Just kind of under the idea that it was going to boost terps. But what it did was add that in particular terp to fucking everything.
Yeah.
It didn't increase shit. It just added it to everything.
And this is what a lot of people say, that cod liver fish oil, that, you know, that one, like some breeders or especially will say that they'll put that or add that to their strain to make it taste like cookies. It'll taste like cookies or like brownies or something like that, like baked goods. I've never personally found that, but, you know, I haven't grown that many for that long under those conditions. And that's the thing, too. A lot of people do things one time and say, oh, that's impossible because they tried it one time or never tried it at all. You know, but that's like, you need to keep trying stuff. You know, you might not like when they argue organics is better or synthetics is better. You got to try both a bunch of times. I think, you know, one grower is experienced in one other grower. Maybe that one guy had shit. Who knows how he grew it? You'd have to grow side by side with somebody to watch exactly what they did to it the whole time to know what's what. You know, it's a show off game, especially with males. You know,
you could lock me in HLG's new laboratory, and I'd be pretty happy for a year, I reckon, playing with some chemicals and whatnot, because, you know, that shit does look cool.
Yeah, I just hate mixing crap, like tons of shit, man. I just hate it. Like Blue Meal bottles is like a murder sentence for me every time I have to feed it. But now I've done it so many times, like, and then, you know, you pour that in the ground and it's like, wow, that's great. That stuff works pretty good, you know. But
that sound flashed so many fucking pictures in my mind.
Yeah, just saying, man. Yeah, I like the organic feel. I like more of the compost. You know, putting a compost down, or, you know, feeding a tea to my plants, microbes and stuff. That's what I like to do. Finding the expression.
I never done the salts. That's why I think I'd be happy for a year in there playing and learning and stuff. I think just the perversion of it.
Throw some Miracle-Gro at it, bro.
Good morning, Chichi.
It's fucking late, man. I do gotta get some.
What up? There he goes. There he goes.
5:30, man. It's 5:30.
It's early.
I'm not a vampire like you guys. I'm not there yet.
Oh no, I'm about
to watch.
I think I'm following you out tonight, Smiley.
Yeah. It's always good.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here too, though. I'm gonna wrap this up. My phone is dying. Appreciate you guys. Much love.
Yeah.
Always fun.
Green 13. Eagle.
It's raining. Peace out.
Thank you.
Later.
Oh, just everybody race for the door. Okay, that's how.
Ready, go. We said you're following them out, so I don't want to hold you up. I'll talk forever. Later. Peace.
Mr. Green 13, any shout outs? Anybody want to say hello, goodbye, any of that good stuff?
Shout out to chat. Shout out to Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. Have a great day, brother. Hope you do something cool.
You have a great day too, man. You have a great day too, man. Thank you for popping on. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Good morning to all those of you who just popping in. Chicha B, some purple thumb there. A little while back. Late 1978. TW. Thank all you guys for tuning in tonight. Man, Chet, a lot of the regulars were not present this morning. What's up with that? For all the regulars that weren't here today, you were missed. Every last one of you. For adding hours. Seems like it. Seems like the days are just moving so fast. You know, it's hard to get a full 8 anymore. Or feel, for me, I can't do it. I know I should be, but I can't do it. God. I need to redo my shout outs list. It's falling apart. Chicha B, it's not past bedtime. It was a long day, though. It was a long day. Only 4 hours of sleep today. Oh, the Noah was cool. Noah was cool. Morning, Smokey Pilot. Let's see what I can find in here for a little goodbye music. What's up, John? Good morning, good night, whichever applies. I guess I can scoot a little closer to the mic for the shout outs, huh? I'm all kicked back, my feet up. In that little bit of peel. Not peel, but just like the top layer peel on the tattoo. But been hitting it with the cream all night. Hopefully it didn't freak Noah out. Awesome, Andrew. Pleasure to have you along for the ride, my friend. I am looking forward to that Khabib fight. Khabib Gaethje fight. I think Gaethje's going to kick his butt. I need to come up with like some musicals, just straight up musical songs where we all know the words, but that one Nirvana tune's pretty good. Who's on tomorrow? I think tomorrow's a free-for-all tomorrow. Oh, no, Allie Noble. Miss Allie Noble will be here tomorrow of Noble Wellness Farms, right? Wait, hope I looked on the right fucking month. Yep, that's what it says. Allie Noble, right there. Wednesday. Thursday will probably be a straight up rabbit hole free for all. So yeah, looking forward to Noble Wellness, Allie Noble, Veronica on Instagram, Noble Wellness. It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a great night. Not a good night. It's gonna be a great night. Very much looking forward to that. What the fuck? Let's mix it up a little bit. Jack Greenstock, 420, 420, Boom Farm, Smiley's Gardens. Thank you for popping in, Smiley. Always an honor. Charlie's Farm, 420, Aldridge, 25, JD's, Miss D's Nugs, Smoking Grove, Frazier, Grokowski, Twisted Roots, Faded Farm, 420, Jeff Jarowski, Genetic Memory Farms, Evolve, 420, Cameron, Bagseed, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Rower, Ginger Snaps, I Kill, DT, TWE Girls A, Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Ned Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Cannon Trooper, Sequence 3, Black Cat 420, Light Up Again, Tim, UKSIF 420, Buddha Boy, Devin Shipwreck, Medical MJ, Budsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Tara Wilson, Date Man Dan, Date Man 420, Red Set of Farms, Good Life, Bill Sid, Joni Bill, Chicha B, Most Hated Grower, The Major General 420, The American One, W Digger 714, Shirates, Kinios, Genetics, Mountain Skies, Ready to Hit That Hot Fire, Chris Mertz, Even, Boca King, Raz, Pop Little Soul Roll, Spiky Pilots, Matt Steelbird, Indo 11, and the Breeders Collection stopped in earlier tonight. I do eat meat. Sony Crew 2, I know it. For me, it's cereal tonight. Well, I'm going to hit some cereal before I hit the hay, probably. Shark Pulley, Stephanie V, Shark Pulley 989, Von Braun, Sovereign Gardens, Stoner Nation 420, Bugs 1, Painted Lady, Frank Booth, Fuel House Farms, Jay Myers, Jamid to Chat, Mr. Manny D, Bag C, Dr. DGC, Jeff Shredder 911, Dutch Grows 420, Scallywag 420, Bowers Farms, Mississippi, Revolve 420 one more time, Skill Bull 1, The Canicate, Med Grower 1, Empire Breeding Co., who I am currently testing for. Check out the Empire Breeding Co. on Instagram for all of their umbrella genetics from them and from a bunch of amazing breeders. For Growley, Lost Leaf, Pedro, Liam Mass, Danny Danko, Breeder Steve, B, Bear 7, Allie Noble, CK Allie Noble tonight. Looking forward to it. Tom Trinidad, Dog 16, Jamid, Lonely Jester, Smoking in Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, White Feather Grows, Rafter Grows, Absent, Automation is Freedom's Rob and Robert Hazelton, Dora Michigan, Quarry Double Tap, Bob Grows, Mr. Green Thumb 420, 808, Rooting Prospects, The Cannon Bus Driver, Hating Life, Kenny 710, Operation Grows, T-Ben, TM 42696, Rude Nut 619, Dr. Scrambles, VB Moonrocks, GH, Double F, or Double J, Self Grower 56, Bio Greens, Mr. Hanky Stinky OG, KP, Georgia Joe, Janja Ninja, Yo Mama, Roy Rodriguez, Jim Seagulls, Bob Groves, Nature's Best Nugs, GR420 Community Videos was in the house earlier, and GMO, that's you, buddy. Of course, Monty and the rest of the crew over there. Or Minty. God, why do I want to say Monty? I'm sorry, Minty. Every time. The lone stoner. I don't know why I fucking had a brain fart right there. Bee Growing, Killer Bee Grows, Roy Rodriguez, Ganja Wizard, Husky Gardens, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Ooh, Soil Life 420, Bootily Life, Jeff Bro 420, Dr. Franklin Booty, Beavis 698, Goddamn, I'm baked, the Rippin' Fat Boy, Ted Nugent's Test, Seldom Seen, John Smith, Oak Park Gardens, Hell, 9782, Skunky Packs, Martial Artist 2012, Micro Slave Hefner, Robert Mr. Green Fingers Thomas, Dan McDizzle, Daniel McDizzle, sorry Daniel, Medically Fit, Lemon Hoko. Hopefully, hopefully you're doing okay, brother. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Heart goes out to you and your family. That stinks. Well, might as well dab it. Go ahead, guys, dab it away. Rosca, Rancho Costa, Plenty, Monkey Balls. Indra, I wrote that wrong. Kaplan, Bobby Lynn Means, Dr. Mac, Bill S. Trench Digger, Sud Weed Peace, Tonya like bologna, Tater, Delicious, Minty, Country Roots, Heron, Fire Genetics, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Tommy Trichones, Teeny Weenie, 101 Buds and Hazards, Bearded Man Farm 616, Club 14, Mike Bauer, Not All Up North, Max Groom and Ruby, Levine Sharp, Timothy Timothy Kiminis. Hopefully your name will come back up so I can rewrite that. Neo. Haven't seen Neo since the other night. Did you come and go? Neo, did you come and go? Thomas, Justin the Bean, Andrew, Chaplin, Stuck Chronic 88, Fat Belly, Jennifer Steele, Fat Belly on there again, Cannabis 03, Turf Farmer, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Mila Jensen, Oz Indica, Dr. MJ Coco, Brandon Russ, Matthew Gates, D's Nugs, Drone Star, Shotgun Willie, Jank Yoda, Jason, it's Sherbo Grows, Clackamus, Coot, DJ Conley, Miss Grown Buds, Farm, Aaron the Grower, Yo Boy, Roy Boy, Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Clackamus 420, Stinky Colas, Dylan Steinford, PFC Farms, Krusty Socks 1975, Mr. Hanky, Sun Grown 707, C8 Drone, thank you 707, Sun Grown for the dab rig, man. Honestly, man, I appreciate that, but I am not good with kids. C8 Dro, J420, Joey Y, Cascadian Grown, absent. We missed you, brother. Hopefully you didn't work up to 4 totes today and want to bail. Tito's McGee, 4 plants A, Weedworks A. Or just Weedworks. Where did the A come from? Cactin Scrog, Skunky Buds, Hans Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Live, McGaster Tempe, Annie N, Dank Brownies, T Urge, Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose Plus. I've been talking about him all night. Green Goose, 11 Smiles, 11, Bindu Buds, Michael Rasa Buds, or Michael Rasa Groans, D's House of Dank. Mama's Lost 710, Scarecrow 420, Joey Y again, Green Thumb Bum, Christina MG89, Unplugged 705, Medically McGullicuddy, Rick T, the Rebel, the 9207, Bamian, Salinas, Dave's Not Here, Town Spook, Greg Walker, Mendo Dope, T-Dog, Dung Beetle, Red Eyed Jedi Grows, Nature's, Mother Nature's, that is, Justin Conway, Driz, All Day, Run Boy 7426, Justin Gooder, Strongman, OK Grower 75, Grower Trevor, Michael Wallace, Mole Vision 420, Greg Walker, Jabiz, Who's Your Cat Daddy Taco, Don Slug, Rick S, In the Bushes 827, James Simmons, Kevin Hahn, World's Last Hope, Pete's Fan 420, Bio Minter, Dirt Road Dude, Kanashiba, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, Dab Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear. Damn, I miss your fucking comedy, my friend. If you've changed your name, please let me know, Doctor. Can Queen Genetics, 710 Canuck, Stabby, Tanazi, Boomdor, Dirtman Dan, Keith the Black Sail, Miserable Silas, Zen Premium Gardens, Rasa Bob, Rasa Jeff. You know who it is. Thursday at 9. Keys. Soiled Roots, Small Tubes, Tyler Teasy, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buds, Dub T Roy, Big Jar Grows, JC, John, Modern Genetics, Last PPJ 15, SoCal Weed Nerds, Lexi, Brittany, and Courtney, them are my baby girls. Green County Grower, CJ Apple, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Grower, T1 Productions, Dink Grower, DOA Grown Meds, Miss Nudie Grows, I Grew Some, Johnny Cannon Seed, Miss Nutrient Shootouts, Naughty and Nikki, Zoe and Slammer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Observation Booth, High Spy, Aldridge 25, Miss Madam T, Stu Moo, Mo Grower, The Cannon Crate, Loki Grows, Cess, this guy, or Cass, this guy 79, Burton, Polish Hammer, Alt Midwest Outlaws 31, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Nerds, Wolverine Grower, Big Jar Grows, Laid Wayback Farmer, Jimmy One for Life, D Block, MMP Nations, Creations, Witchy Weekends with Amber Lalana, Chicha B, Madam T, Hepa Faye, Cam, Little Witch Tilly, Little Luna, Teresa, I think they have on there. Stone Dag Jacob, Twisted pops in from time to time. Check them out Sundays 4, 5-ish for the after party. Chicha, I'm still interested in a witchy takeover once a month. If you're interested, just saying. What else we got here? Warlock, the psychedelic Warlock on Instagram. Artist LD, Sir Sticky, Rob, Big Dave 420, Brent Wendell, Big Ed, Manawati G3, Green Click, J&K Triple G, Mr. Sprinkler, Brittany Teasley, Hope Farms, that is Alan Hope over there, Lisa G, John again, B2 Crazy for you, BGWG420. Dr. Budsville, Purple Thumb OG, Faded Farmer 420. I don't know if that's on there, but it should be, damn it. Arturo Sense Amelia, Misty's Nugs. So nice, I always say it twice. Just Face 420, Beast Close Grower 420, Slur How, Sir L How. You know, I got family by that when I flip it around, by the way. Trey Balone, Keep It Real, 16, Danner 1620, Hagerton 420, Zeb Zeppelin, Audit Everywhere. BT Double D Grows, Bingus, Green Puffin Man, Alex Boykachev, Chef Life, School of Crop Cause I Love It. Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Reels 100, 212, Andy Man, Miranda Family Farms, Hagerton 420, Page Farms, Me All Flower, Ryan Henderson, late 1978, Course G13. Thank you, my friend, for popping in. Thank you very much. New Say About Wins, Kingdom Aquaponics, Indra, Michigan Native, Mary Jane's Med Gardens, Dreamer 77, Double D, Bad Bunny Nutrients, Green Pots, Mr. Green Nugs from 619 to 664, Spaniard Kruger Jones of the Grow, Pop G Groves, Raz, Amy, I don't know what the delay was there, Raz, Amy, Joe Groves, Cass, the Grow From Your Heart podcast with Ross Suggest, Lily Luna, Green Med Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Stony Creek Lost Art, Mr. No One, Joseph Grow Again, Smith Dude, LG 420, Giant Mike. Hopefully things are looking up for you, Giant Mike. Prometheus Soil, Jason Iso, P Win, David Colby, that's Frank's Pork Chops on Instagram. And last but never least, Weedus 207. Thank you, Mike, everybody, for tuning in today. I can't thank you enough. It does mean a lot, you guys tune in every night. I know I've been a butthead the last few days. I'm just behind, and I've got a lot of shit going on behind the scenes, and I know I shouldn't even be showing up unless I can do it with a fucking smile. So there is my formal apologies, and thank you very much for hanging out in the rabbit hole. You guys know the deal. Please do something nice for somebody. We all need it at some point. That's for damn sure. Random acts of kindness do save lives. I can't be. That's something more dear to my heart than I can ever let on. If this is the end of your journey for the day, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your journey for the day, go out there and kick some ass. Make it a prosperous hump day now. It is hump day. Get some hump day. Get some hump day. Help somebody out. Do something nice. Get some hump day. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you guys tonight. Hopefully, some of the regulars will be back. Man, it seemed like a ghost town tonight with some of you guys. What up? What up with that, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys tonight. Good night. Good morning. I love you. I'm out.